It's Tuesday, June 14th. I'm Sarah Fergani with KENS 5 News Now. A woman and her pets are dead after a fire broke out in her home overnight. This all started just after 4 this morning on Ria Vista on the north side. Fire officials say an AC unit plugged into a long extension cord in an unsafe way in the bedroom may have been the cause of this fire. The woman was found in another area of the home along with a cat and a dog that also died. Police now investigating two deadly crashes involving high speeds in San Antonio early Tuesday. The first on South Presa just before midnight when police say the driver hit a pole and died as his car was ripped apart. The other happened on Patricia Drive when a vehicle lost control and the driver became pinned and died while being rescued. A mother is seeking justice for her dead daughter, gunned down days after graduating high school, and police are now looking for those responsible. Two teens were killed and a third was injured after roughly 50 rounds of bullets were fired into their vehicle. The mom of 19-year-old Deani Thomas says she was out celebrating with two of her friends when someone started shooting at her car Sunday morning.
Like they followed her because I just feel like she was targeted. I don't think it was random because who would randomly put that many bullets in someone? And I feel sorry for the other mother that has to go through the same thing I'm going through because her daughter chose to celebrate with my daughter.
18-year-old Kennedy Brazil also did not make it. The third person survived, but Deani's mom says she is hanging on to life. And today, the family of Leila Salazar will hold a visitation for the 11-year-old. Leila was among 21 victims killed in Uvalde school shooting, and according to her obituary, she loved dancing and singing. She would sing with her dad every morning heading to school. Her funeral will be held on Wednesday. We've learned a new piece of information from State Senator Roland Gutierrez regarding the Uvalde shooting investigation. Gutierrez told us 13 state troopers were in the hallway of Robb Elementary during that deadly shooting. Days after the massacre, the head of DPS had said as many as 19 officers from different departments waited in the hallway, not breaching the classroom door as children begged for help. We reached out to DPS about the investigation Monday night, but still have not heard back. Meanwhile, Uvalde CISD is awarded $1.5 million from the Department of Education to increase school safety. That funding will help rebuild the Uvalde community. It will go towards school safety, mental health services, and emergency transportation, among other things. Local support groups are hoping that a series of bipartisan gun bills could protect victims of domestic violence. One of the Senate proposed provisions is set to make it more difficult for convicted domestic abusers to buy a gun. Patricia Castillo, executive director of the Peace Initiative, said if the bill is passed, it would mark a small but significant step toward protecting victims of domestic violence.
This should be the law of the land. It's not supposed to be a party issue. This is about the safety of people in our country.
Texas Council on Family Violence reported 228 domestic violence-related homicides in 2020, the majority involving a gun. A newly proposed city council map accounts for unprecedented growth in San Antonio. This after 100,000 people moved to the Alamo City since 2010. That new map splits downtown into two different districts. It has the approval of the president and CEO of the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. City Council will vote on this Thursday. Cryptocurrency also dropping as the stock market plunged into a bear market. Bear market is when stocks drop below 20% from their most recent high. Millions of investors saw a dramatic dive in the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on Monday. Experts say inflation is part of the reason for this huge drop. And we're getting somewhat of a reprieve from the triple digits. Meteorologist Paul Morales with how much?
Yeah, temperature 98 for a high today. We will have more cloud cover. We'll also have that Saharan dust. And I think that's going to combine to give us that high of 98 instead of above 100. But heat index will reach 100. So it's going to be a hot day. And temperatures this evening will be warm and it's going to be breezy.
And that's your KENS 5 News Now. Of course, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us online for your very latest developments. I'm Sarah Fergani. Thanks for joining us, everyone.